Today we're gonna show you how we camped in our RV just outside of Banff National Park for 5 days on this beautiful glacial river for free.
We're George and Chris. Just over a month ago, we quit our jobs, sold everything we own, left our apartment in Tampa, and hit the road for a year-long RV trip. In the past month, we have slept in parking lots, strangers' driveways, campgrounds, and next to chickens, horses, and donkeys.
Oh, he's just trying to eat my hand instead.
Also that we can explore some of the most beautiful places in North America. We've driven through 14 states, over 4,000 miles, and into our second country, Canada. Our goal is to spend a couple of weeks exploring my #1 bucket list destination of this trip, Banff National Park.
Sleeping on the side of the river.
Just to give you a really quick update, for the past week, we've been staying at a campground just west of Calgary, right next to my family's RV. We went biking down the Bow River path, walked around Lake Minnewanka, hiked to Stewart Canyon, hiked to the Lake Agnes Trail Tea House, visited Banff Village, and had our breaths taken away at Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. And after 10 straight days of driving from North Carolina to Canada, it was really nice to be able to actually set up camp and enjoy an area.
But like we said a couple of videos ago when we talked about how we could afford quitting our jobs and going on a year-long RV trip, we are traveling on a budget. And if we want that budget to last us a year, we just can't afford to stay at campgrounds every single night that have hookups and utilities as much as we would like to do that. We're gonna need to get out of our comfort zones a bit and do some boondocking on public lands.
Real quick, if you don't happen to know what boondocking is, let's take a moment to chat. Boondocking, also known as dry camping, is any time you camp in your RV without water, sewer, and electrical connections. You are fully self-sufficient, so it's a great way to save money, which is a big deal for us. Okay, now you know the lingo, let's get back to Chris.
Naturally, boondocking isn't always the easiest, and it certainly isn't for everyone. Is it for us? Is boondocking something we can do to stretch our budget? Well, there's only one way to find out.
That's why yesterday we left Calgary to venture out and find a place to boondock for free. And if it hasn't been made clear up to this point, we've never done this before. And truthfully, I was nervous. I tend to be a planner. I like knowing what I'm getting myself into. But when you're boondocking and utilizing public land, there's a lot that you can't always account for. You have to be willing to go with the flow. But nonetheless, we left the comfort of our campsite in Calgary. And I will say, we weren't just aimlessly wandering. We had done our research, and in no way is this video sponsored, but we were using 2 apps to help us find this spot. We were using Campendium and iOverlander. If you're interested at all in boondocking, RV life, van life, and you have not already downloaded those apps, I'm sure you have. Those are the first 2 apps I would probably download. They are open forums where people will drop pins on maps and reviews of certain locations where they have found free parking, boondocking sites, public land, places to dump sewage. They are 2 really great resources to have in your arsenal.
Yesterday we found a few pins on Campendium and iOverlander that we were considering as options to stay for the night, and a tip that we've read about boondocking is to make sure you have multiple plans, plan A, B, C, and D, just in case the first plan doesn't go right. And we're really glad that we got that tip because our plan A happened to be a sketchy dirt road, it was too small for our rig, and then our plan B ended up being privately owned land that we couldn't even stay at, and plan C was just to be a little adventurous, drive around, see what was out there, and we ended up finding some public land that we could stay at that was right on the river. Let's take a tour. Okay, it's been a few days, 5 to be exact, but it's time to give you the tour. Don't worry, it's a short one, there's not too much here. We're just about 30 minutes outside of Banff National Park on Canadian public land called Crown Land. Now there were 2 campsites to choose from on either side of this bridge, and we chose this one because of the size of our rig. And there's really only 4 amenities that I can think of. Let's go take a look. A fire pit, technically not an amenity, but always appreciated. A level site. A scary pit toilet in the woods. Thankfully, we didn't have to use it because we have a toilet in our RV. And last but not least, the main attraction is this beautiful glacial river behind us, and it's provided not only the best sights and sounds, but also showers. Yes, I said showers.
Remember, we're boondocking, so we can't use our entire water supply on taking showers. Back at home, when we used to live in an apartment, I was a 2-shower-a-day kind of guy. A shower in the morning was my cup of coffee, and a shower at night was how I relaxed and got ready for bed. But out here, 2 showers a day is not an option, not even 1 shower a day in many cases. And any family and friends that are watching this video right now are probably laughing very hard thinking about George not being able to shower twice a day, every day. But out here for the past 5 days, we have resorted to showering with baby wipes and showering using this beautiful glacial river right here. Now here's the catch. This is a glacier-fed river, meaning this is 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, 37 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And for those of you that are far removed from elementary school, that is just a few degrees above the freezing point. This is the coldest water we have ever been in our entire lives.
Have you even felt the river yet? I want you to know something. Here's how cold you think it is. Here's how cold it actually is. So don't let it scare you away. I'm just telling you, it is colder than you've ever felt. It's gonna make your toes hurt.
This is absolutely the coldest water I've ever been in my life.
Here's the question I have. How's your stomach right now? You don't even feel it. Yeah, exactly.
I was having tummy aches, and George said, if we got in here, I'd forget all about my cramps. And right now, I don't even feel them, so he was right.
Breathe, breathe. Take a breath. Nice, baby.
Oh,
you're in a glacial river in the middle of the Canadian Rockies.
That shiz is cold. Never, I thought I felt cold water.
No, I told you.
Oh my word.
How's your tummy?
It's on, I can't feel my cramps. You're right. This does more than any medication could do. Oh my word.
By the way, I was doing some research this morning. The temperature of this water is polar. The temperature of this water is polar plunge territory temperature. Obviously outside is not as cold as it is when you do a polar plunge, but the water temperature is just about right there. Oh boy, one last time, one last time. Oh my gosh, it feels colder today.
For sure.
It feels colder today. All right, walk down a little and get, oh my God, walk down a little and get me moving. I can't talk. Walk down.
I'm trying.
Oh my gosh, it burned! We thought it would be fun to challenge ourselves to see if we can stay in the water for at least up to a minute up to our shoulders. And by we, I mean I thought it would be a fun idea. Let's see if we can do this. One minute in a glacial river. Check.
Real quick, we've been boondocking for 5 days in the Canadian Rockies, and we're trying to conserve water, so we're gonna go shower in this glacial river. This water is 3 to 4 degrees Celsius and 37 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. It is almost the temperature of a polar plunge, but I really need to shave my armpits. It's so cold. I think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
You can do it.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
There you go. Deeper, deeper.
Okay, I'm in.
No, you're not. Your shoulders are not in.
I'm in. As much as I can get it.
Good.
Okay. I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh my God.